Hey, I'm Josh from the Reddit React videos, and you're watching Rated T for TTRPG. What have we got today?
Today we got an Am I the Asshole? And it is for character copying, which can either be fucking hilarious or so goddamn annoying. So, let's jump into it. Backstory. We all love a good one, yeah? I have been playing my character Kay for over 3 years in our girls only group. We have had many players join and leave over this time, but Kay has never left, died, or retired. Kay is a wood elf druid who was raised by wolves. Her main thing is she wild shape into a wolf. Fair. She has a deep, gravelly voice, little social experience, and doesn't like to take baths. Alright, typical druid. She is nature based only. Druid. Does not follow a god or goddess. She can speak wolvish as a homebrew language given to her DM. I'm just imagining like barking.
When she first started talking about the gravelly voice and stuff, I thought she was talking about the IRL person, and I was like, oh, it doesn't take baths. That's awkward.
Deodorant is mandatory at the table. Everyone who has played in our game knows Kay and her antics, personality, voice, and mannerisms. I would consider the DM a really good / best friend since we have been friends for 5+ years. That's fair. We have a core party of 3 who have all pretty much played the same characters for these past 3+ years. One of our core players retired her character. Cool, no issue for me. A surprise? Yes, since it was not discussed in character or over the table. It happens. The new character she has come up with is a wood elf druid / cleric who is a lycanthrope werewolf. Seeing some similarities there. Just some small ones. My issue: the new character has tried to push her goddess Saloon on my character, according to the DM, as a way to link her to the group. She also is similar to my character with the wood elf, the class, and the shapeshifting. If it had been literally anything else, like a different type of like lycanthrope, because there's stats for that, I would be all for it. But yeah, it is, or like maybe a different class, like literally one small change out of any of those 3, and I would be so against this post. But so far, I'm kind of already on her side. This was not discussed with me or anyone else other than the DM prior to appearance in the group / story. I don't think that needs to be mandatory, but go on.
Oh, but it was discussed with the DM, and the DM didn't bring it up to on the DM. In my opinion, it's kind of something they should bring up, but you also sometimes forget.
Well, that and on top of that, I don't think you should have to discuss with the table as far as what character you're going to be playing, unless there's like supposed to be a connection to a character at the table. Like if she was like, "Oh yeah, she's your cousin," I would have been like, "The fuck." But it is already screaming just photocopy. Just change some of the answers so they don't catch on. I copied your homework.
That's
Type
where
vibes.
I wish I could get like what the dungeon master was thinking.
Yeah. I am upset, almost livid, with the non communication from player or DM. According to them, they have been waiting a month to bring in this new character. Am I overreacting / the a hole to be upset that she chose something so close to my character? No, I don't think you're the asshole for being upset. I fully agree that why you're upset. I do the same shit. I asked her the thought process, and she gave me an answer that I felt was complete BS. That she has never been a druid or cleric and wanted to try something new. The wood elf went along well with the druid class, so she chose that. Saloon is night / darkness, so she thought it would be fun to be a werewolf. Okay. She also said she didn't even see the resemblance to our characters unless I pointed them out, or until I pointed them out. That's a cop out. The only class she's ever been was rogue. There are other classes she could have chose, or races, or a different wild shape. Honestly, I would have loved to reskin like a Dampier or something and just been like a werebat, because that would have
Yeah,
fit perfect with the whole darkness thing.
and that would have been good and a lot more different than
And
copying
it's
your.
a sky puppy. Come on. When I confronted the DM, his excuse that he just wanted her to have a connection to the party, thus him pushing the goddess story, That's where I agree with you that the DM should have talked to the OP here, because I don't know, like that's one of those like, hey, are you cool with like, like it could have been a different like faction, honestly,
Yeah.
or like a group that like her wolf people
Yeah,
didn't
if you're not
like.
careful about this kind of stuff, you can offend a player so much that they'll leave. Like,
Eh,
this is.
No, 100%,
And
because
that's
like
not like me thinking. I wouldn't think that that person's being sensitive. Like,
no,
that's rude.
like with our group, like I like with our weekly group, I'll even admit I got butt hurt for the like the ass end of our session when my AC, after we reread a few things and realized I misdid a few things, had to bump my AC down by one. Fully understand that. But then the other two players ended up boosting their AC to being like 2 to 3 higher than what my ridiculous AC already was. I got butt hurt on that. They stole my thunder on that. But it's okay. I'm gonna fix it. I know how to fix it. It's just gonna take time.
I'm gonna have to rebalance that.
Monk with a 25 AC and not even maxed out yet. My thought process. At no point did they realize how similar these two characters are. I don't believe that. If they knew, why didn't they think about how I, both as a player and a character, would react? If they don't care, are they really my friends? I feel ambushed and betrayed. A final thought. As a person raised by wolves, Kay would know the hierarchy of wolves. You can't just throw in a new one and expect them to get along. Valid. Her first thing her new character did was throw around magic and might. My character sees that as an act of aggression. There should be an act of submission or humbleness, something. Sorry for the long rant, but I'm upset at both of them. Our next session is tonight. Okay. I understand. I don't agree with the final part. Like, don't get me wrong. She has every right to be upset. I do not blame her whatsoever. But I don't think there should have been like an immediate like submissiveness or anything. If aggression, sure, yeah, wolves are gonna get aggressive. They're one's trying to push their goddess and everything, and is
I
trying to
feel like those are
like.
things you should only be considering if it's an RP heavy game.
It
Which,
sounds like it is,
yeah,
because there's a lot of backstory. There's a lot of like there's literal years of lore building. I can see this as being like a really I'm sorry, I'm gassy, as a role play heavy campaign. And I'm for it, honestly. But I don't know, the whole copy paste, like at least be a different type of elf. A drow would have been cool.
yeah. But I definitely want to hear other people's stories on character copying from any level, whether it's to like your character's names, to the having the same class and subclass as somebody, like whatever kind of copying that's made you feel frustrated. What did you do to deal with that? Did your game keep going?
Extra points if it's a copy off of like Critical Role or anything like that, because I've seen some of those and I don't know about you guys, but I think that's annoying. Like be original. I understand getting like references and everything, or getting some inspiration from something. I do it. Everyone does it to some extent, but you got to find a way to make it yours.
But thanks for watching. Hmm? Oh, hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that, well, good. There's more to come. Consider subscribing and eat that like button. It's delicious. Oh. Mm.